What's going on, and welcome to TapIn Radio, man. Yo, it's been a lot going on in hip-hop this week. We got the Diddy doc that dropped, and now you got the Cassie lawsuit that's coming about, and now Deem is talking about the Diddy joint, and now apparently Ebro and the morning show got canceled. Now, again, as always, age of conversation is hip-hop detrimental to the black community. And then we got new albums that came out. So it's just a lot going on, and we're going to cover it. So once again, tap into TapIn Radio, man. Coming right up. What's going on, everybody? I go by the name of DJ Soulaah.
It's your boy DJ Riggamortis.
And as always, we got the guy in the chair,
Cooper Stein.
Yes, and this is
TapIn Radio.
Now, off top, you know we got to talk about it.
Pause.
The Diddy documentary. How was that a pause?
Off top.
Off top Andy.
Ay, Dios mío. All right.
Diddy off topic.
There's a lot happening, y'all.
Yeah,
It's a lot happening, a lot of ground to cover. So rock with us for a bit, all right?
for a fact. So, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on the documentary? Good, bad, indifferent, all.
It's just crazy to me because it's like, it's not about attacking black men. It's not about whatever. It's like, so much has been going on. So much has been speculated. And then you have some insight. And then now it's like, somebody's the villain. This is because of this is that. Oh, he's a rat. He's a snitch. He's a snake. Does that make whatever happened okay? Are you okay in that? You siding with that? I think information is information that needs to be known. I also feel like when everybody's saying they don't do this in their heroes, it's a bunch of documentaries and there's a bunch of stuff out there about all of these white people that some of y'all don't even know who they are. You just don't watch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So don't watch documentaries. To your point on that, it's like people don't really like get into documentaries for real. But at the end of the day, Diddy is a polarizing figure in hip hop.
Yeah, I feel like it was fucked up. Like I was like, damn, son, like we really fucked with you for a long time, supported you,
right?
And then we made, you know, like, yo, man, that's just Diddy doing Diddy shit. Like, well, man, you ain't never party with me. So, all right, he on, yeah, all right, that's what he do.
But yeah, and that's what I'm saying though, because he's been that for a long time. So of course, it's gonna bring more eyes to it, white, black, and everybody who's involved in hip hop.
It's really sad overall for me.
For sure. What I liked about it is one, it's the storytelling of it from beginning to, and they show you that he didn't have any money. They showed you when he was a little kid and all his friends was speaking about him and how he was coming up and everything like that. And then they showed his transition from who he was to who he became. And it's not just, oh, the freak offs.
Right.
I feel like that's what everybody was thinking about.
I want to touch base on that real quick too. From working in the field of mental health, you understand how trauma has influenced all of this for a lot of people that we don't realize. Even down to Eddie Murphy's documentary where he had to forcefully stop himself from doing a mental needs behavior. He did it on his own, but he still does it a little bit. And it's like, there's a lot going on in people's brains that that was inflicted on them, that has happened, that I understand. I'm not making excuses for, but I understand. Right. Now knowing the trauma, now knowing the history, well, shit, it makes sense. But it's fucked up, it's sad, and it was informative.
No, yeah, it really was. It's just interesting to me because one thing I've been saying throughout the whole thing is like I can see like the spirituality of it. Because what I mean by that is like that basketball game. That was like the first, and that was the first thing for me that jumped out because it was like it just reminded me of like Sinners. Like everybody's just going to have a good time. Nobody's actually paying attention to the things that they're invoking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that happened. He already was kind of like that, and that whole thing kind of set the stage for who he was to become.
Like Sammy in a sense.
Exactly. Gotcha. And those people who passed away, shout out to your families. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all probably still feel the pain from all of that. Those people were low key, unknowingly for him, or knowingly, I don't know, sacrifices for this moment. Because after that, he went, said what he needed to say, and got away with it. Granted, he was not really indirectly involved in that. It was just a freak accident, so to speak. But then, every time after that, every time he went up another level, somebody got hurt. Somebody died, something happened to somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that just became the norm all the way up until now.
But you know, his part all alleged for podcasting purposes. Word.
Yes.
All alleged.
Everything is alleged. It's all speculation at this point. You know what I'm saying? Even though the videos and everything like that, it's all speculation.
I actually fit. Nah, I'm playing. Yeah, it's all alleged.
But yeah, man, it was just ill to see. And you know, one thing I could say, and this is again not shooting him no bill. It's sad for me because it's like, yo, watching him growing up, watching like his hustle, his grind, and him just constantly promoting something and constantly like, yo, he's wanted to win by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, those means were detrimental to everybody else around him.
Like whether it was something that somebody said something about Diddy, or at one point they were working with him and then they just didn't no more. Diddy is really involved in our culture of hip hop, from fashion to promoting voting and a bunch of other things.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
Puff Daddy has always been there.
Which brings me to like jumping ahead all the way to the end of the documentary when they had the jurors talking. And it was just like that influence that he has clearly forces people to like turn a blind eye or give reasonable doubt to what he was doing, regardless of the evidence that was put in front of them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you as a juror, you don't know this man. You just know what he presents to you.
When you think about it though, can't anybody be biased with a celebrity as high as that? Like, it has to be of your peers and they can't have any type of relationship to you. But what if everybody on that jury joint was a fan of Diddy?
Yeah.
Like, all right, mistrial, call for a new one. Then all the other jurors come on and they all got no way out to pat Bad Boy in the family. You know
That's
what I'm saying? So,
because his work spans years. You know what I'm saying? But anybody can put some type of bias because it's unbelievable the things that was being said.
movies and all of that. We was,
Yeah.
how you call it? But Russell Brand and them.
Oh, you talking about Get Him to the Greek?
Get him to the Greek. Yeah.
Honestly, that was a parody of himself.
Or not.
Or not.
At the time, he was like, "Oh, this is pretty much him doing a character of himself."
Yeah, like
But at the
all the
same-
extremes that people accuse him
Right,
for.
but now it's like maybe that was you for real, and y'all just made it funny. But
The black version of Tom Cruise and Tropic
Yeah.
Thunder.
I don't like the fact that
Yo, Josh, my bad, real quick.
Okay.
Josh Johnson from SNL, he said a joke like that where he compared Diddy dancing to Tom Cruise and
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, that was just mad how you brought that up. I'm like, oh shit, he definitely said that.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's
go.
mad funny.
You good.
But it's just like when the jurors were pretty much victim blaming.
Yeah.
They victim blamed Cassie and was just on some if you in that type of relationship, you could just leave. And she was a willing participant, and that may be true as far as her being a participant.
Yeah.
Willing is a stretch. Also, and this is not to make any excuses for anybody, even her, it's like you wanted to get away but you couldn't. He's all you know at the end of the day.
Yeah, like I think what they, and I don't know, like, people would consider me like the new gen, but I'm also like a millennial, and and what I'm seeing from it is like I think people could see maybe the jurors were a little bit like one juror 160. I think you could assume maybe she's like Generation X type,
because she grew up with
yeah, exactly. And then the Indian dude, I don't know what number jury he was, but like he was probably the generation before her. So
he's a generation before her, and he's not of this culture.
Yeah, so
he
it's
said
like
he didn't know who he was at all.
So yeah, exactly. So it's like,
which I feel like that's a lie, but go ahead.
But mind state wise, their mind state just might be different on how like. I feel like those generations come from like what happens at home stays at home.
Yeah.
You don't talk about it, and And if you do, it's nobody's business. Right. Whereas the newer generations, we kind of more on like, yo, that's a pattern. Like that's conditioning. Like manipulation is a thing.
Because there's more information, there's more teaching and learning, and like just like in the mental health field now, like we have when you will restrain somebody. It's other interventions that's going on. It's not just restraints anymore.
Yeah.
And then you have one that I like to refer to a lot. You have therapeutic crisis intervention, where you would learn all aspects to intervene before you have to put hands to, de-escalate. And even when you do de-escalate physically, that's also a therapeutic way, because that's where the growth between you and the individual comes. You know what I'm saying? So even now, learning all of those things, some people think, one of my cousins be like, yo, man, that's all bullshit. I'm like, nah, TCI work, bro. So that shit is bullshit, bro. Everybody using that like us. No, we're not doing that. Why? Because we've been doing safety crisis management for so long. And that is act first, then do that later.
That's because black people operate in survival mode since we were kids, and a lot of them don't know it or don't want to admit to it.
And real quick, I just wanted to finish. Like, that's what I want to connect it to. It's like, when you don't know or can't identify it, we be like, it don't exist. And it's like, but we identify it in other scenarios or other ways. It's like, no, like, you know how to train a dog, dude. Like, you know how to train a dog. You know how to make a dog dependent on you and make it seem like it's living a human existence.
And that's the thing.
It's like, it's like, you, just because she's complacent with it, like, our dogs are complacent with doing it until, like, they might feel like, hold on, I smell something a few miles away, and they run away, and then they never come back, and it's like,
what I'm saying.
If in that same sense, it's like, if you beat them into submission or manipulate their mind, like, yo, you don't have nowhere else to go. I gave you this luxurious life in a sense, and every time you run, or you tried to run, or you tried to tell somebody that I cut it off, after a while you think, all right, well, this is reality. And yes, there's like a threshold of like, whose fault does it become, but you cannot take away the fault of where it started.
Exactly.
Where the manipulation started. And I feel like a lot of people get away from that, and that's why I wanted to connect it to the jurors in a sense. I think just coming from that older generation, it's like well, things are the way they are, and you do what you do, and it's nobody else's fault, even though there's parts of our own families where we know this uncle, and we know this, but we let them come to the celebrations anyway.
What Dave Chappelle said, awkward Thanksgivings.
And you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, so and, I think they got a little lost there.
Yeah, had to, because then if you look at all the evidence, it's like, one, she signed a 10-album deal. Crazy. Nobody does that. Like,
10-album deal.
Fucking crazy. 10-album deal. Didn't put out nothing. She put out one album.
One record.
And I think there was an album, but that was still when she was like halfway still dealing with Ryan Leslie.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was Clip. You had Unofficial Girl and everything working with Timberland, but nothing came of that. You know what I'm saying? So now, pretty much, he had her whole destiny in his hand.
The only other thing I seen her in was Step Up 2.
Right, but and that's the movie Joan. But she wanted to be an artist, a singer. And at the end of the day, nobody's trying to hear, like, not to say this, but it's like, nobody, I'm not gonna lie and act like people were like waiting for a Cassie album. But whenever she came out with a song, though, did it not hit? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it was just one of those things. And speaking of the Cassie situation and how people blaming her and everything like that, there's one of the escorts who came out, and now he's trying to sue her for, you know what I'm saying, pretty much kind of the same thing, trafficking, and, you know, she forced him to take drugs and XYZ.
Yeah, like also she was queen pin.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And it's just like, okay, now are we gonna have that same thing for the dude that we have for Cassie right now? Because he's saying that she made him masturbate until the skin came off his joint.
What? Hold on.
Yeah, you ain't yo. Nigga said campfire. Like, yeah, son, nigga skin. He said she made him masturbate.
Don't beat off. Beat it off.
Right.
Beat it fully off.
Word. Potato peeling. Nigga Wale. Fucking nigga peeling bananas. But
oh goodness,
it's not funny. But nah, yeah, but like,
alleged.
So it's just like, okay, his thing was, okay, she forced me to take drugs, and you know, I was trafficked because I was taking this place to this place, and she made me masturbate to the point where the skin was coming off, and that hurt my other business and XYZ. Oof. Yeah, so, and now pretty much he was been trying to serve her and wasn't able to, because pretty much, you know, some fuck out of here. But the judge let him do it in another way. I don't know if it was like through email or whatever. I don't remember, but that's just pretty much what's happening with her now. So the Diddy thing is like, it's like once the domino fall, it affects everybody.
Yeah, yo, and yeah, I'll say that about the doc. Like, one, it was just. It was manufactured in a beautiful way, edited, all of that, like to be so grand and severe that it leads to all of these different branches. And I think that's kind of what like 50 as an executive producer had like in mind. Like he like, all right, well, I'm gonna just give them full, boom, leave that to like the creators and like the creators that worked on it and But now it leaves all these breadcrumbs and branches that could start. Now it's not even. It's the Diddy power universe. Like, he about to make his own power universe using Diddy, like, and all of this info. So it's crazy. From that, what was it? It was the jurors, Diddy, like, using this power dynamic to, like, I'm gonna take your girl first. And like, yo, there was so much on that. I was telling you, and like, outside of the pod, I was telling you, that Nipsey video.
Yeah.
That Nipsey video.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
It be kind of killing me now because I'm like, yo, was he trying to undermine and like, all right, I'm gonna work all of this to just get with Lauren? And in that video, he trying to tell Nipsey, yo, no clapping, like in the studio. And that's Nipsey Hussle. I'm gonna keep
Keep clapping. Niggas got closer to him and started clapping loud.
But right after that, immediately, Diddy gonna pan the camera. Whoever was working the camera, Diddy gonna be like, yo, Lauren, I make you laugh? And they turn around and they like, ha, and they clapping with Nipsey, but Lauren got her legs locked on top of Cassie and all that. Like, and I think
they was trying to line her.
Yo, but she might have, like, who knows? That's the thing. Like, who knows? Because of the power that allegedly this dude be doing, like all the movies he be doing, like it's crazy. And I think I was saying too, I think she might have got brought up like in the trial. Yeah. She got brought up in the trial.
I think she got brought up
in messages or something like that.
Right. She got brought up in the beginning because when the pictures was coming out of who was there and everything like that, they saw Jay, they saw
Lauren,
but they saw Lauren there too.
Allegedly, but we don't know.
Allegedly.
We don't know. But I'm just saying, it just made me think about it now because it's like, yo, he been doing that since the beginning.
Right.
Like he been doing that. Like I didn't even call me, it's because I'm younger or whatever, but I didn't even know like Kim Porter and Albie Shore was a thing. Like I didn't know that.
Well,
like
here's the thing, I didn't know that for obvious reasons because she was working at the door. Not the door. She was like reception. Yeah. When Albie Shore was Albie Shore.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody knew who Albie Shore was. We didn't know who Kim Porter was until she got with him.
Yeah.
Until she got with Diddy because he's parading her around. Hey, this is my wife. This is the mother of my kids, and whoop-de-whoop.
Crazy.
And now we got to get the backstory to who she is and where she came from.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy dynamics.
Yeah, she met him when he ain't had no bread, and then he moved up, and it was like, oh, okay. He moved up. Albie Shore career was done. And he been there the whole time, talking to her every day. Even the people at Uptown Records was like, yo, nigga, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's Albie Shore's girl. Relax.
Yeah, man. I think that was like some of the craziest things for me with the doc. Like, just how many lives like you see are affected by it. And whether some of this is true, some is not, whatever. A lot of people online, I ain't gonna lie, they going crazy on, what's his name? His little Leroy. Rod, whatever, they like,
bro, when son was like, it would be a long night and I would wake up sore, not knowing what happened, and he was laying next to me. I was like, oh no, Rod.
Yeah, nigga said sometimes it was women laying next to me, and sometimes
I woke up,
dude, it was him.
It was Diddy. My brother.
Sister.
Brother.
Yeah, I called the cops.
The white ones.
Bruh, they probably in cahoots though. But allegedly.
But no, because think about it. Like, even when that joint, when Lil Rod Taylor, what's his name? Lil Rod?
His little Leroy. That's
No, we not doing that.
Don't do that.
Whenever dude was like, yo, the moment where dude was like, yo, son got popped in the studio. And then they left and they showed a video of like, even with the where Pac got shot too.
Yeah.
Diddy came out and walked to the left. The cops let him out the barrier and he was going.
See, but even then, that, like, it's Diddy, so it's like, I don't know, bro. We talk a lot about like people being crazy bad and all. He a real life villain, and I think we really set it off in the ether. Was that video on Halloween when he linked up with Tyler the Creator and he was dressed up like the Joker?
Oh, he went off on homeboy that played 2-bit.
Bro, he was killing that Joker fit, bro. Like he was really him.
And then homeboy that played 2-bit in Power, he came across him.
Yeah,
and I guess he wasn't feeling it or whatever.
Yeah, he was about
like, you trying to fuck with my energy? He was like,
yeah,
what's up with you? And I'm like, I feel like
something
honestly,
about that
and then
video.
you notice in certain joints where Diddy really realizes that these people are really like that. He don't really cross them too tough.
I don't know, bro. I feel like it's not about crossing them with Diddy like in person. Like he's just a master schemer,
right?
Master manipulator.
Because at the end of the day, he's not dumb.
Yeah,
he's not.
Yeah.
And when you lie for a long time, you become a master at it to the point where you're doing it unconsciously. You know what I'm saying? And it's either lying by omission or telling half truths. Like, because think about this, going to the contracts. In those conversations, like, I'm pretty sure Diddy was like, yeah, we're going to make you a superstar and this, that, and the third. Everybody going to know your name and blah, blah, blah. He ain't never once tell you that you was going to be rich.
Yeah.
So technically, the motherfucker didn't lie to you.
Yeah. And
everybody know your name, but guess what? Everybody know you broke too.
Yeah, Craig Bass shouldn't have had to go out like that.
Definitely shouldn't have.
Black Robin shouldn't have had to go out like
Definitely
that.
Shouldn't have.
Crazy.
But at the end of the day,
he's the pillar. He's the conduit. He's the way in.
Right.
And that's like the top two. Like there's only a few people. And if he's the way in, it's like you feel like you can't say nothing. Like no matter what you go through, he gonna do it for you. So you kind of just convince yourself like,
except if your name Sean.
Yeah.
left that nigga in the lurch. Like,
man, what I really don't like, bro. What really like it stuck with me throughout the part that made me like super duper angry is Shorty from Dirty Money. She like
gave him the thing after he told it was a dub for that.
Bruh,
after
yo,
he told
she
it was a
asked
dub.
for $5,000 in the beginning of the doc. He like, yo, it's not. They said it was like $9,000 in the bag that he got arrested in. And not that like those things are like the timing of the same thing. It's just like, bro, you had $9,000 in cash on your person, like it was nothing.
And that was probably every day though.
And Shorty asked you for $5,000
to get her kids back,
like on some serious stuff. You had the $9,000 next to the baby oil, like in the same place you was resting your head at. With your
See
sons,
my fanny pack.
with your sons, which is really weird. I ain't gonna get into that, but with your sons, which is kind of weird, man.
What's weird?
He be with his sons. He was with his sons, like going through all of this, and the baby oil was in the same place.
Justin was with him when the shot went off.
My thing is this: I can't really say that's weird because, like, when we make it and we make it to a certain height, like, I'm not gonna lie, having my son with me, showing him how to do things, whatever, will be ideal. But I'm not gonna lie, for me personally, if shit going left, go to your mother house. Like,
no,
like,
but that's the thing though.
yeah.
Like that's if it's going left.
Right.
With Diddy, it's left. There is no right.
Right.
You get what I'm
But
saying?
it's been left for a long time.
That's
like,
right. It's
yeah.
always left.
Always.
There's nothing but left.
Yeah.
And in any situation, it's all left. So you in the joint where you know you about to get arrested. For some reason, you got the pink cocaine, you got all of that, and your son is there, and y'all know y'all father is like just like this, and y'all with it. Like I don't know. For me,
be low key like
it's a little weird, man.
Hey, that shit ain't happening to me, gang.
Crazy. I thought he had pink horse or something like that.
What, pink horsepower?
Yeah.
Don't bring Cam into this.
I'm not.
Yeah,
don't bring Cam.
They said it was a pink substance.
Pink
I'm like,
horsepower just came
had
out.
the horsepower over there.
Pink horsepower just came out.
Yeah, like pink cocaine. It was.
I'm about to take this horsepower real quick. I'm gonna see a shorty after this.
Yeah,
Bruh,
wow.
They was thinking it was drugs in the baby oil, allegedly.
Yeah.
What was it? MDMA or some shit like that?
Trying to say it was X-Net, but
yeah.
And that's the other thing, like,
because why have so much baby oil?
That's the other
it has
thing,
to be
like,
laced with something in that shit.
Right.
His
His
some
friends,
type of substance that touch your skin is go crazy. I'm like,
first of all,
Allegedly.
yeah, that
you know what? I'm finished with
allegedly
this.
has been
Finished with this.
disproven, but the other dude, the main guy who was involved in the entanglements, said it was in there, but I don't know. He ain't no doctor.
You know that
either.
Jar Jar Binks to y'all?
Anyway, but see, that's what some of the girls online was saying, was like, what's they type, because he don't look like
what do y'all
the gigolo nigga, the dark skinned dude.
He look like Jar Jar Binks to you?
Yeah.
No.
I gotta see his face again. You know, I can't remember it. I'm thinking you talking about.
Sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. All right. What's the next
I'm
subject?
thinking you talking about the other dude.
Nah. And then we talk about Kid Cudi.
Oh man.
I called the cops. The white ones. He's not. I'm from a gated community. Like,
Man.
Where I'm from,
Boy.
I'm not from where you from,
Bruh.
brother.
Villain, bruh.
Nah, yeah, that's facts.
Straight up villain.
And
that
then
man, like for real.
speaking of villains, people trying to still on the same topic, but it's like adjacent. People trying to see 50 as a villain or a snitch or whatever. That honestly is very weird to me, because you talking about 50 snitching, he's petty for putting money behind it. Dog, it is other producers and executive producers on this documentary.
Word.
That's number one.
And
Number
there's
two,
a bunch of documentaries out there as well too. Before 50 did this.
right, way before him. And number two, it's like, fam, I'm just working what's given to me.
Yeah, like
I didn't edit this shit.
And Diddy got to do these things. Like he got to do these things
Come
or
on.
be accused of
Where
these
did
things.
I get? Where did I get video of him being recorded in his him being recorded by the riding the bikes in the
Pay
hotel,
your videographers, man.
all of that.
Gotta
Bruh,
pay the
him
people.
beating Cassie. That ain't
Yeah.
altered footage. You did that, brother.
The Cassie video is public knowledge.
You did that, man.
All everything, all the parties and him. Yeah, the basketball game, public knowledge. The Tupac shooting, public knowledge.
You on the phone, bro. You know
what I'm saying? You going crazy. I gotta get everything I want. Public knowledge. You recorded that.
Yeah.
You telling your son and on the phone with somebody, yo, God told me to sit still, but he ain't tell y'all not to do nothing. You recorded that. So how is it 50 fault that he got the bread to put it together and niggas came to him like, yo, I got all of this footage. Yes, I'm gonna make money off of this nigga. You crazy?
You know we got beef. You know?
Alleged beef.
Yeah.
I don't know what their thing is, but he been saying he ain't like none of them niggas.
I mean, I don't know if it's
50
alleged.
don't like nobody.
I don't know if it's alleged, bro. All that stuff with 50 baby moms that's real.
That's real,
fact.
but my thing
That could be enough.
But the thing with Diddy and 50 started a while ago.
And then they quote unquote squashed a little bit when they had the I get money shit, but then they raised right back up.
All that is alleged. But my thing is like, well, we know 50.
This nigga wrote the verse.
We know 50 not to do it for no reason. That's what anybody be beefing with. He don't just do it for no reason. He gonna get on you if you get on him, or if you get outed as on some weird. Right. Like the alleged joint is like, yo, he tried to take me shopping. Like that's all alleged. And it's funny and but like,
and like at the end of the day, y'all gotta think about. Yeah, everybody be looking at 50 now, but man, 50 came in the game not liking people. They say, when you was performing at the BET Awards, and remember he was on like the cherry. He wasn't on the cherry picker. It was like a tall podium or something. He rolls out the ground and was mad high up, and they was like, I saw you. They saw you looking down at the crowd and you was smiling and everything and performing. Why were you smiling like that? Were you just so happy? He was like, nah, I just realized that I don't like none of these motherfuckers out here. And like, what am I doing here?
Is that the same one? There's been that clip circulating of him like walking past everybody in the in
that's
the
when
BET
it was
seats.
crazy. It was
I
like,
think
I'm
so.
trying to see where everybody at. Y'all got an issue, right?
He
He
walked
just
like
walked
in the
through the crowd, and they was all sitting right over there, like, where everybody at? What up?
Yeah,
by himself.
And then
he's
like,
really one of those type of people.
Him and Fat Joe ain't had no real beef. He just dissed that nigga because he was on a song with Ja Rule.
Yeah, association.
He don't care.
Yeah.
And that's that. But at the end of the day, like, yo, people can't say nothing about you if you don't give them anything.
Yeah.
And Diddy gave people clearly months and months and months of things to talk about.
I don't know. It's such a weird occurrence or like force when it's just like I think there's a conjuncture of things. It's like we have, as black people, we have the innate defense mechanism to defend those that have like came to be pillars in our community or like icons in our community, because we have so few that get acknowledged. Like just as black people, like every time we get a hero, they get down to something like that. So there's this like thing in our head that happens in our media that happens where it's like we don't want to feel somewhat accountable of like, damn, the one that we thought was gonna be the one is actually a monster.
see,
and that's how you end up with like the dames and them talking how they talking, and it's like,
Right. But
we ended up with we ended up with R. Kelly for so long because right. You don't want to lose that thing that made you feel so proud, but
nah, dog,
you gotta
it is what it is. But and also at the end of the day,
purge it.
Not for nothing, if you, I don't know, because at the end of the day, I gotta remember that people wasn't outside when all of these stories was already out in the streets, and people, it was no evidence. But it was everything that we've been seeing and hearing and being shown on this documentary since he got arrested and leading up to it, people already knew.
Yeah.
People already had speculation about Pac and Big. People already knew about the whole West Coast, East Coast thing. People already was talking about how he be wilding. People already was calling him gay, how he was a freak and all this other extra
about
shit.
that shit from the show. Sounds like from the show and around there. I remember my cousins and a lot of dudes like, yeah, I ain't gonna smoke shit, bro. I'm not fucking with that dude. Like, what?
Is what I'm saying. The thing is though, he's just a smooth talker, so you just be like, whatever. But going back to, people getting mad at 50, Dame inserted himself. I don't know what talk show he was on, but he was talking about, the whole 50 Cent, like, putting the documentary together. Of course, Ja Rule was, but it's like, nigga, y'all niggas had beef since I was in high school, like, and before then, whatever. But Dame pretty much tried to say it's attack a rich black man season or something like that, something to that effect. But it's like, yeah, but nah.
Yo, Dame, you said this ain't no allegedly either. You said that 50 didn't make the doc on the Breakfast Club, bro. You said the doc don't exist, bro. And now you trying to come over here and be man, we love Dame culture wise, but like,
yeah, and not for nothing.
Whatever,
now, I'm speaking for me. Like, it's sad for me to see Dame on TV like this, because when it comes to business and, running your squad and like being independent up until you get whatever, and just like the business moves that he's made over the years, Dame is somebody I would listen to be like, oh, okay, or used to at one point.
One piece of footage that I saw that I always respected was when they was making decisions on Jay-Z and Rockefeller, and none of them was involved. And he walked in the room, white tee, throwback jersey, pair of ups. Why y'all talking on Jay-Z and none of us are here?
Right.
Why y'all speaking on Rockefeller and none of us are here? He walked around the whole room, was talking, and they had to respect it because they held the cards. He said, I don't see Biggs here. I don't see me here. Like, why y'all talking on Rockefeller business and I'm not involved?
And that's a fact. Just when he walked up and everybody had on Def Jam jackets. Like, this ain't a Def Jam tour. They ain't put this shit together. Like, take them jackets off. You know what I'm saying? And then also Nori tells the story of how, they was giving LL all this money for this video, and Nori had like the hottest single at the time, whatever, and they was shortchanging him on the budget for the video. And he walked in and he walked in or he walked out and saw Dame, and Dame was like, what happened? Oh, they just gave me my budget for my video, and the budget was trash. And Dame went back in there and got him like an extra 50,000 or something like that, because Dame was for the artist and he knew the business, and he knew that they was up there trying to like shortchange people and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? His only problem was that he was loud and boisterous, and he is who he is. You can't change that. But niggas like that who know, you can't do nothing with them. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I digress from that point, because here we are now, and he's saying these things, and it's like, I hear where some people are coming from when it's like, oh yeah, anytime a black man get rich, woo, woo, woo. We hear that, but at the same time, that doesn't excuse what happened. That doesn't excuse or, make people turn a blind eye to what's put in front of us when it comes to this Diddy situation.
Right.
It's just unfortunate, because at the end of the day, it's just like when it'd be different if it was somebody else. Like, I get upset when people can't defend themselves. Like, they recently been trying to take old stuff from Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and even Michael Jackson try to say things about them, how Martin Luther King had a side piece, he was cheating, or this person was gay and all this other extra shit. And it's like, what are y'all even saying right now? Why?
It's for real. Why? They talk about all of that, but they want to talk about how what's his name? Hoover was that's who put the war on the Black Panthers, right?
J. Edgar.
J. Edgar Hoover was actually white passing, and he was gay his damn self. You know what I'm saying? So there's a whole lot to be talking about that that's no need to even be spoken about. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? So like, get that out of here, man.
Yeah, it's just
this shit is sad, it's unfortunate, and it's fucked up because we all looked up to you in a sense.
Right.
And you know, it's a sense of betrayal from everybody in the culture.
No, for real. And like, you can't make an excuse for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did what he did. He know what he did. And that's just, he got to deal with it. That's just what it is.
Shootouts. Diddy did it.
All right. Oh my God. But yeah, let's stay here on music for a second. More unfortunate news. Yesterday, it was announced that Ebro and the morning show with Peter Rosenberg and Laura Styles allegedly is canceled.
No,
So
it's canceled.
So like, what are they doing? Are they going over to 94.7?
No.
Nah,
So-
it's over with. High 97 got rid of all
got rid of them.
Yeah.
So they going over to the block.
No.
Nah.
No. It was already like most of these morning shows and stuff. They alternate or they move within doing their thing, but they also be on YouTube as like a pod form. So
like how they did with the Funk
Right.
Flex shit. We thought Funk Flex was done, but it was something else.
No.
No, that's completely different.
Funk Flex is still there.
He
He just
just
got a
changed the
different
ti-
time slot.
yeah, he got a
So
time
he's still on
slot.
the
He
radio.
just
They're
worded
not
it.
on the radio at all.
Yeah,
like
so-
it's completely it's a YouTube thing now, or and wherever else they might be like audio streaming it. But I think he's gonna turn into a YouTube show because they're completely off.
So pretty much he doing what we doing.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. But yeah. Format wise.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, gang. Like, it only hurts because, like, Hot 97. Peter Rosenberg, Laura Styles, Ebro. It's legacy shit when it comes to the culture and everything like that. But I wasn't an avid listener. After they got rid of Star and Buck Wild, I think that was the last time I listened to a morning show on High 97.
I think the last time I actually listened to many radio on High 97 was before Angie Martinez came to 105.
Okay.
I mean, I listen to them periodically, time and time again, but I haven't been checking it like that on 97.
Yeah, and not for nothing. You was about to say something? Oh, and not for nothing. I feel like I don't know Ebro personally, but just from what I've seen every time I saw the show, he wasn't really bigging up no artists.
It was I would only so like he was and he wasn't, but I would give that role more to Rosenberg.
Yeah.
Rosenberg was really the pillar for that. Like a lot. Like he broke a lot of like new young artists, and he would play their stuff. Like I listen to 105 more just because I like the Breakfast Club and such. But I would definitely say like them being at Hot 97, he would definitely show love to like people and artists I knew on the scene, like outside New York and all that. And I think it was more regulated to him, and maybe that's why it didn't feel like Ebro did it as much. Ebro was more like he tried to be like the edgy, I'ma talk about the current event with it and question you upon that. But I think what people are seeing about this thing and what they're kind of attaching to it is that his pretentious kind of thing is like where people don't have sympathy for it being a thing, because they just like, well, we didn't really rock with your feel because you felt like that. People always hold him to when he pressed
Who, Astro Boy? Astro? My fault.
It was him and it was somebody else. He pressed.
Yo, I've
Like the
seen
Uzi or
Lil Uzi Vert when he was saying, I ain't like that. I'm not gonna lie.
was it Uzi or was it Kodak?
It probably was Uzi when they would try asking him to freestyle, and then he was like, I'm a rock star, bro. I ain't gonna front. That shit made me hate Uzi. Cause I don't like when niggas come into hip hop and do shit like that.
Now we're Ebro in the morning. Now, because now you agreed with him.
No. Like that's like the only one. But at the end of the day, like, and that's because like, yo, fam, you on Hot 97.
Yeah, you
are in at the time. You were part of the culture of hip hop. You got hip hop. This was like a hip hop thing, and now you talking about. Oh, I'm a rock star, and
so you put on one of them old ass beats.
Yeah,
I'm walking out.
Now you disrespecting the primo beat that they was gonna put on for you. And this is a problem that I have with hip hop, period, because y'all try to do this shit where y'all try to like make it ageist.
Yeah.
And right now the old niggas is kicking y'all ass.
Chill.
But that's not why we're here. Outside of that, I seen them get into it with Astro. I seen them get into it with 50. For the same thing, like, yo, nigga, y'all New York radio. Y'all New York hip hop radio. And y'all ain't putting no New York niggas on. Nothing. Niggas gotta go down south, get hot, come back just to like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just to get on here. And his position like, I mean, you ain't hot. You gotta make it hot. But
how? Dog, that's why we come to the radio.
The radio.
That's always been the thing. The radio was like at boom at.
And this is what I'm saying. Like, and this is why New York lost its sound. Why ASAP Rocky and ASAP Gang gotta go down south and start sounding like down south niggas? You gotta play them. Granted, down south got their own thing. New York has always had its own sound. But when the own New York radio is doing what mainstream media is telling them what to do, and that's the nature of, like, it seems like that's the nature of the music business anyway. Monkey see, monkey do. Oh, the down south sound is hot right now.
What's everybody so mad at the South for?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, it's like New York rappers shouldn't have had to do that. And New York rappers will come up there and like you get them a chance, but then you're like bashing them seemingly. I seen him go back and forth with Astro. I was like, nah, I got my shows and this, that, and 30. Like, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? You ain't hot. You ain't selling out thousands. It's like, nigga, what are you saying?
It's crazy. Like, every time I listen to 94.7 The Block, and then they got DJs on there scratching, cutting, doing LDJ shows when they got their stuff or whatever, and then they're playing, they play the old school or like the golden like the golden era, and they'll play core culture hip hop tunes, but it's like, yo, this used to be Hot 97.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying, because that's, and not for nothing, that's what I grew up on. I grew up on Ed, Lisa, and Dre. You know what I'm saying? Angie Martinez, Funk Flex, K Slyy, rest in peace. Like, you stayed up to hear the new shit that was playing.
Facts.
You was able to get some new shit, but then again, that's also when labels were owned by the people. Russell still owned Def Jam by then. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't owned by Universal and Warner and all these other people. It was still Def Jam is Def Jam, nothing else. Everybody was still kind of moving independent. It was mom and pop shit. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I grew up on. And just because now y'all pretty much a part of an entity, I don't know if it was Clear Channel or whoever the fuck, this is why you started to hear the same songs on the radio 10 times a day. You get what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, you are New York radio, bro. You still have a responsibility to put niggas on.
I think it was like a mix of things. Like, I think there was, because again, I'm not gonna fully fault Ebro for that, because Rosenberg was really doing that. Like, when all of the TDE camp, Joey Badass, all, like, that's Rosenberg being like,
yeah, because Rosenberg is a DJ.
But it's like, they are part of the same show, so I'm not gonna fully fault Ebro for that, just because it's like, I feel like maybe he even think like, well, I'll regulate that to let Rosenberg do that.
Yeah, but the only reason why
I used to mix up Peter Rosenberg and Paul Rosenberg.
Yeah, I think people still do.
Because just because of how much he talked about music and was involved in music, and I'm just thinking, oh,
don't lie, it's because they white.
No, it's the name Rosenberg. It's just the name Rosenberg because it was P. Rosenberg. I'm like, oh yeah, that's Eminem's. Wait,
see, now you bring Eminem into it. Is they white?
White. But I think for me, the only reason why I like another reason why I kind of like regulated to Ebro is because at the end of the day, they were saying he's a program director. So,
yeah,
nigga,
so it goes through him.
It kind of go through you. Rosenberg can be like, yo, this is like, nah, that shit ain't hot, Rose, and it's over. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's why things are the way they are. And now I think 50 blamed Ebro for the shit too. Like, nigga, you responsible for New York sounding the way it is.
I love 50, man. Shout out to Southside.
He was like, I remember, I had my shit, and 50 like, I remember, I would come up here like, Ebro, play my, and then like, oh, I went down south, and I was like, I started sounding like a down south thing, and now you want to play my shit. I remember that interview. He's like, nah, cause nah, he don't remember. Like, I remember all of that. But you know what I'm saying? Congrats, I guess, or you know what I mean?
I ain't gonna say congrats, but you know,
I don't know. Maybe the situation was bad.
I'm gonna say good luck on the new endeavors. Shout outs to Ebro in the morning show. I love Laura Style. She's always been hella nice. And just
she seems cool.
Just show mad love for the culture. She be mad passionate. So
right, and
good luck to everybody involved.
That'd be my thing too. Like certain people get caught up in like I know for a fact she like loves the culture. She got mad knowledge.
Yeah,
her Rosenberg and even probably Ebro, but you know what I mean.
Rosenberg, shout out to Rosenberg. He was bringing like also with like just the underground artists and stuff. Like, I mean that sincerely. Like, I would be riding around after midnight, and Rosenberg just like, yo, this is new kid. I'm like, yo, I know, homie. Like that mean a lot, bro. That mean a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
Really be in that space, but also Rosenberg, like he put on the map. No, I'm not gonna say put on the map, but he showed a lot of love and passion to like the hip hop wrestling connection too, and hip hop wrestling, sports, all of that. So it's like I'm most sad that the show's going away because of my connection with Rosenberg for sure.
Okay.
Like he that's really reflective of how I feel about hip hop. It connects to all of those sports things and da 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 da. So like it's not that the show is done. It's just the accessibility and the classicness of it being a part of Hot 97 is the part where it's like, so, good luck in their endeavors on that. But
yeah, good luck in all your future endeavors.
Good luck.
Made everybody land on their feet and all that.
Facts. You get some of that YouTube money.
But speaking of the change in hip hop and all of these things, I saw a clip from what's the name of Jim Jones' podcast? I think it's called Let's Talk About It, right?
I believe so.
Either way.
Or is that the joint with him and Mano? Is that the same one?
It's the same one.
I think it's the same one he's talking about.
Yeah, but either way.
With Fabby on there, right?
Yeah, but it was just Jim Jones by himself, and I forgot who he had on there, but they were talking about hip hop and how pretty much hip hop is responsible
let's
for
rap about it.
Yeah,
let's rap.
Is responsible for the demise of the black community or something to that nature, but pretty much hip hop being the negative thing in the black community. And I don't know if they were saying we need to get rid of it or change it or whatever. And Jim Jones' point was just like, yo, he brought up Sexy Red because that's always the one, like the evil. Like, you know what I'm saying? People always bring up Sexy Red. But he was like, yo, she's a superhero to some girls. You know what I'm saying? And when she decides to be like, to really fully come into her own and wake up and start doing something different, those girls are going to follow her.
This is the recent episode.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's the Good Brothers at Earn Your Leisure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the thing about that shit for me is like, hip hop overall as music and as a culture has never been a detriment to the community.
Right.
What it like what the issue is when it becomes first of all, they got rid of A&Rs. They got rid of people who mold, people who teach, who coach. And listen, all right, so we got you in with here. Let's not really start, you know what I'm saying? Because they will have the companies and those execs keep putting this out or keep doing that. You may want to be like, well, yeah, I mean, I want to grow in myself as my person. I mean, I want to keep doing that. You know, I mean, that's not me no more. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because if that was the case, Young Thug would have never evolved as an artist. Mm-hmm. Other rappers would never like when you give it to somebody's third album, you realize that their entire entity like becomes different. Everything about them becomes different. Right. Hip hop as a culture isn't the issue. Hip hop as a music isn't the issue. It's who's in control of the output of the music and the influence and the message being portrayed is the issue for me. It's not always on the artist a lot of times.
Yeah, for sure. And honestly, like you said, that's on the people who's putting it out. And at the same time, I feel like it's lazy to say that, especially for someone their age, because I'm just looking at, I don't know how old they are for real, but clearly they're older gentlemen. And if you've been a part of hip hop culture your whole life, you know what I'm saying? You know that hip hop the base of hip hop is love, peace, and having fun. You know that. You know it came from hardship. You know that it came like
unity. Don't forget unity.
Unity.
4 pillars.
And you know that people came together and actually stopped killing each other and everything in the street because of hip hop. They was able to go to park jams and do all of these things. Fast forward, you get you get Grandmaster Flash Furious 5. The first song was really like breaking it down what's going on in the street.
The message.
You get what I'm saying? And that evolved into something else.
And that verse to this day rings bells to a lot of people's ears, and a lot of times they're like, yo, they was talking about this for a long time because it's something that we all relate to.
Exactly. And I think that's all it is really. In you tell your story how you telling your story. And I think like when it comes to the negative annotation, like gangster rap is not a real, people say it is, but it's like rap is rap, and that's just what it is. Certain sounds and whatever, but it's like people be like trying to subsect like whatever. But people low key kind of blamed NWA, but you can't blame NWA for doing what Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel did. You can't blame them for
they just did it differently.
Right. You can't blame them for doing what Nas did, doing what Biggie did, and everything like that, because at the end of the day, we are telling our stories from our own experiences.
And it's funny too,
nobody knew what the fuck was going on in Compton until NWA came out, and that shit was scary as hell.
And I feel like they thought Eminem at some point was going to be the white hype, but then they started burning his shit and everything too, because he's talking about what his mother used to do to him growing up in the trailer park.
Right.
They was all calling him white trash, and one of his songs he was like, but don't blame me if little Eric jumps over the terrace. You should have been watching him. Apparently you ain't parents. Also, why does he have my fucking album?
And that's the thing. A lot of people who are complaining about it, you're relinquishing this responsibility from yourself and putting it on somebody else.
It says parental advisory.
Always.
Nuance and responsibility. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Trying to shift blame on art is
Right.
always going to be a thing. But
Now, my thing is, again, when the record labels were mom and pops and you got your shit played on the radio because you like, you know what I mean, from hustling and doing whatever you got to do and you had to pay nobody. I grew up with songs like Self-Destruction. I grew up with songs like You Must Learn. I grew up with songs that made, like rappers made a song about Martin Luther King's birthday. You know what I'm saying? And also, you got to understand what was going on in the street at the time.
Can't trust it. Public Enemy was always about the power.
Always fight the power. Man. I grew up with songs that
Arrested Development.
Right. I grew up with with different avenues of hip hop, because then you had the Ghetto Boys too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Lost Boys too. Then you had,
even most of those West Coast artists, they remember that they had the big ensemble track, the big posse track. We're all in the same gang.
Yes.
Like, yeah. And it was about togetherness, because at the end of the day, it's music, and music brings people together. You know what I'm saying? But also, it's us telling our stories, and each hood in each part of the freaking country goes through similar things when you don't got no goddamn money. Right. It's just that it's different. It's different in different areas. There's gangsters over here, and there's niggas that ain't about shit over there. Everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be like, this whole thing is just detrimental to the black community, because it's not. Because as much as you say that it is, it uplifts people too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me that black people are in this position because of hip hop, but then you got Sing About Me.
But then also, this is going to segue to something else, because I say this as somebody of West Indian descent. I get annoyed every time I hear that somebody says that black Americans have no culture.
They fucking retarded.
Because this culture that we have here,
flat out, you dumb.
When you come from the Harlem Renaissance, when you come from the jazz era, the fucking banjo was created by somebody that was black. If you like, the music itself and the style, the walk, the talk, the influence is the most emulated and copied throughout this whole world. You go to Japan, what they doing? They dressing like us. My uncle told me one time he went to a spot. They had a spot called the Nigger Shop. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, but
That's
listen to
hard.
how we talking or whatever.
Better.
And it was the main hip hop spot and all or whatever, and everybody was dressing that way. Wu-Tang is one of the most influential like logos throughout the entire world. You know what I'm saying? And then
Like,
everybody is
about
copying that. Like a lot of Afro beats are copies of sometimes soca, dancehall, and hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every time you hear a dancehall artist rap, he can easily flow in a hip hop beat because it's so connected and there's always been a nuance with them from day one.
Right,
So
like,
I'm like, for you to say that we have no culture, out of all of the struggle and perseverance throughout this damn country itself, there was always something that was birthed through black people, going all the way back from the drums to the motherland, from when we was forced to not say your native tongue to
Right.
now. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Shout
just
out to
causing
the
too
native
much like too much division, and I can't stand to hear this shit. You know what I mean?
To bring it all to like center where like I see it as like a common denominator of things. If you have a problem with thinking black culture doesn't have a culture, if you have a problem with thinking that let's say quote unquote bad hip hop is the reason why it messes up the black community, all these things centralized to one thing that has a common thing. Capitalism needs a purpose. Capitalism needs a reason. Capitalism needs like a scapegoat. And I feel coming from these people that look like they want to conquer capitalism more, they all say, well, black Americans don't got culture. Then people like, and shout outs to Earn Your Leisure, but it's like, y'all benefit off of capitalism. So you're going to be like, well, black people in hip hop, like hip hop is ruining us. And then it's like, yo, you know why hip hop exists? Because black prosperity wasn't formed.
I'm sorry, man. My pops just popped in my head. I was about to be like, yeah, nigga, talk, nigga.
But no, for real though, like black prosperity was not formed. Like we had no, like you want to know why black culture exists? Because black prosperity wasn't formed. Y'all didn't let us do.
Right.
Y'all didn't give us no equity, equality of anything.
So we
had
our
to
own
do
shit.
what we had to do, make something from nothing.
What we brought to this land, we weren't allowed to do. So what we had to do.
So what was nothing and then made to something was hip hop. All right, we gonna be in our own little things and.
But now you want a
celebrate it,
piece of that too.
But now you want a piece of it because you see how electric it is. You see how electric it is. You see how profitable
Because
it
we
is.
dope
We
as
had
fuck.
our own little towns. That was our own Black Wall Streets and all that. And it was
And
like,
what
you know what?
happened?
They making too much money in there without us, without our inclusion.
How dare those niggas
So
be
you know
richer
what?
than me?
Yeah, so you know what, y'all, you this and that, you bad, we gonna take this away from you. We give you nothing institutionally that you can't grow in that sense. So
Right.
you can never have that power, but you always have the power to work.
That's it.
You're gonna always have the power to work.
Right. That's all they
We
want
gonna
you to do.
that with hip hop and So I'll say this to all you people that think hip hop is the yo, give that same energy to the systems that be. Tell them to change, and I guarantee you, hip hop will change. Because hip hop changes when the people change. Shout out to Mos Def. That's what he said.
That's a
if hip
fact.
hop is gonna be alright, if we alright, then hip hop gonna be alright. If that's all it
Hip-hop
is.
as always does with the people. Hip hop has always evolved.
Saying that hip hop is the reason for black detriment is lazy as fuck.
And I don't like when people get quote unquote that high up and then get detached and want to start
Right.
like nah,
Right.
bro. You benefit. What you on right now? You on a hip hop podcast.
You on a hip hop podcast, and that's what Jim was saying. He was like, "Yo, without hip hop,
Crazy.
I wouldn't be right here." You know what I'm saying? Even
Crazy.
and just to bring it all the way back,
Go teach people all that, earn your leadership free. Go do
Yeah,
all
do
that,
that
and
then.
get them out
Do
of
that
there.
then. and just to bring
And
it
use
back,
polka music, nigga.
you want to talk? All right,
Teach you
boom.
with that.
Like, just to wrap it up, and we moving on from here after this. Like, when people be like, "Oh, all this twerking and Sexy Red." She's birthed out of, I can say she's birthed out of Back That Ass Up, right? Who sings Back That Ass Up?
Yeah.
Juvenile and all of them, right? Girl, you look good when you're back. You know who Juvenile favorite fucking rapper is? Rakim, nigga.
Rakim Allah.
Rakim, a lot of God.
Yeah, that's real.
And he could spit that I ain't no joke verse front to back. Because that's the thing who was like, yo.
At his core, he a wordsmith, you know?
You know what I'm saying? And that's why he was able to flow and do everything. Is again the booty shaking and the even the song Back That Ass Up. That's New Orleans culture. That's bounce music.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm done because these niggas done pissed me
I'll
off.
definitely end it like with
Shit, shout out to the black church at the end of the day.
like
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm listening to the song I was telling you the other day, that Love Me joint. Bro, that song is in my ears. Love me. I'm like, yo, he would not be singing like this if it wasn't for the black church.
yeah.
Love me. I'm like, that's black church. That's black
What-
church. Cause without the black church, there'll be no Little Richard, who also had disco and funk and then jazz. And without hip hop, and without jazz and disco, there'll be no hip hop. Cause we used to sample those beats. We used to bring back the break beats, the drop, keep the drums going and everything. At the end of the day, it's all a part of the evolution. And this evolution is what none of you motherfuckers out there would be if you didn't copy from us.
Yeah, close this out, Malik.
Yeah, no. I was just gonna shout out, man. Look, thank God for rap.
Facts. Facts.
Thank God for DJing. Thank God for graffiti. Thank God for MCing, beatboxing.
Thanks God for the people.
Thank God for hip hop.
TapIn Radio does not agree that hip hop is making the black culture less or whatever the hell they're trying to say.
You're making the black culture less.
By your actions. Whatever actions you do, whatever your inactions. Like, that's what you need to do.
Shoot this motherfucker.
Speaking of action, a lot of albums dropped.
A lot of albums. Let's show love to these artists.
I'm honestly I still got Mobb Deep on repeat. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Fire. That's fire. But shout out. Oh, yeah, I still be bumping Wale, too. Shout out to Wale, man. That shit fire.
Go peep that TapIn Radio Wale review. Word.
Yes, please. Go.
Shout
Got the
out to
review
the
out.
poet.
Part 1 and 2, you heard?
Good shit, poet.
But Nas and Preem dropped.
Nas and Preem. Yes. Nas is having a phenomenal run.
Oh, we bumping that on the way back.
No, we ain't. I can't hear it because I'm doing a review. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, you better put your AirPods in, nigga. I'm turning up.
I think I left mine at the crib. Well, who else? He dropped. 21 Savage dropped.
21.
I heard some of the songs over there.
No, I'm sorry. No, you keep going with the albums. I got a whole different problem with 21.
Really?
Yeah, you keep going with that. I'll circle back. We can end on that. But you keep going with that.
But yeah, that drop. I heard some of the joints in it. They sound alright. He got Lotto on there. He got Glorilla on there.
Consistent artist, man.
Yeah.
Consistent. Always
You know what I'm saying?
growing.
And I'm not gonna lie. I never at the time 21 came out. I was like, the fuck is all this new shit? I was on my hip hop purist shit. I ain't gonna lie. And I recently have. Don't do that anymore. You see, TapIn Radio.
Reformed unk.
I'm a reformed unk.
You know who got me
I gotta
into
go
that?
back and dig in the crates.
You know who got me into that mind state as well too? Shout out to MC Search. Because MC Search said on Drink Champs that he's not one of those, adults who get stuck with what they used to listen to when they were younger or whatever, because he understands that the culture and the music is evolving.
Yeah.
And because of his position in the culture as well, he has to evolve with the times.
Right, for sure.
So you have to keep an open ear to the youth, because the youth are who we used to be.
Right.
So keep your ears open. And shout out to MC Search for opening my perspective on that.
Hell yeah. Who else dropped? I think Pooh Shiesty dropped a song.
The gas
called Fred. What is it? First Day Out or something like that?
Yeah, that joint is hard.
Yeah, that joint is alright. And again, another one. Not that I hated Pooh Shiesty, but I just heard his name. And then people talk about the mask is a like
not even just
face
the mask, man.
Is a
Pooh
Pooh
Shiesty,
but I never heard none of his music.
Probably unintentionally had niggas wearing the Shiesties and hoodies in 95-degree weather.
That's just dumb. I'm sorry.
That's what Jim Jones was like, yo, what are you doing? It's 94 degrees out here. Like,
First of all, listen, if I see you in the street, it's 95 degrees in New York City, and you got on a hoodie and a Pooh Shiesty mask, I'm assuming that you're going to rob somebody.
You got a gun on you.
Because none of it makes sense. Oh, you going to assume a black man? Yes.
You got a gun.
I'm calling the cops. The white ones. Brother. But nigga, anytime I saw somebody with a fucking snorkel on in 100-degree weather, that nigga was stealing. So he was either a bum or he was stealing.
Nigga, you remember? No, you wasn't.
So same way, you got a shiesty on in 100-degree weather, nigga, you about to rob somebody.
We went to school to Andrew Jackson, right? We in gym wilding, having a fun day. It's June. I look to the right. Homeboy is in the corner of the gym, hoodie on, zipped up snorkel, hands in the pocket like this. And I dropped the ball. I'm like, yo, Go tell the gym teacher some shit, bro. Matter of fact, you got your shit.
Word.
You know what? We leaving. I'm out.
Yeah, they can try to collarbone this bitch.
It was June. We
June.
about to leave school. Snorkel, not just the biggie, a snorkel zipped all the way up in the corner like this.
Horrible. But yeah, it's probably a bunch of music that I ain't see come out, but we gonna get into it. Go ahead.
The kid Chris Patrick.
Chris Patrick.
He's young up and coming rapper. Is he from Jersey? I could be getting that wrong, but he's been going crazy. He was his big moment this year. He was on the radar stream that Kai did on his Mafia thing.
Oh, the dude that was
crazy.
The one who was like spitting them real
stories.
He
was rapping to Kendrick. Yeah, huge Kendrick fan. Shout outs to Chris Patrick. He just dropped the album.
Oh wow.
I think Friday. Pray for me.
I think Friday did drop as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and on Friday he dropped. But yeah, you're right. No, you are right. He did drop too. But on Friday, Chris Patrick dropped "Pray for Me," and that's he's been getting a lot of love on like the Breakfast Club and all of that. Shout out to Nyla Simone. She's trying to like break new artists in as on some DJ, bringing the revival.
Yeah. I like that. So shout out to her. Link up. Come on,
man. A lot of people. Marco Plus, he drops. I don't know if he dropped the album, but he's been dropping some really good tracks. Like shout outs to everybody. Like
shout out to everybody on the come up doing their thing.
Y'all already know my mans. I'm on the album. My man
Deem Spencer dropped the Joy finally.
Pain and the people around me. Beautiful album. We've been doing some shows to go promote it. That's been great.
You had him on the show too.
Shameless plug. Don't give a fuck. Track 2. Go see your boy Slyy.
Yeah. Let's do it.
But yeah, a lot of dope music. A lot of stuff I gotta catch up to like, and just listen all around, because I'm always just listening to kind of somewhat the same shit. And then as a quote unquote journalist, analyst, I'll be listening to new joints like for that. Like I'll listen just to go through it, and but I gotta sit with some newer joints. Like I know Rome Streets, he been dropping.
Okay, shout out to Rome.
You said Conway. Like I gotta get into everybody's
Conway did drop as well. Yeah,
I gotta get into everybody's. Like
I heard some of the joints with that.
Yeah, fire. I don't know if y'all know, but there's another beautiful black woman, Liv, Liv.e, Liv. She dropped that.
That name sounds familiar.
And she, like, if you know about like is artists like Mike, 10K Global label, all they kind of I think the internet associates them a lot with like Earl Sweatshirt and that.
Oh, realm. Okay.
Yeah, Liv. She just dropped the album. The name is Flee to me, but I think she dropped a single called like How We Fly or something, or How We Flow.
Okay.
And it's so dope. I'm gonna try to put like whatever snippet I can and stuff. But yeah, there's drops from that camp. It's so much good music.
That's good. And this is what we was talking about before when it pertains to hip hop. It's out there. Just look for it, goofball.
Talking about How We Flow.
Yeah. I gotta get into my bag with that though, because I have what I be doing with Sangria Soul.
Yeah, it just dropped Thursday.
What I be doing with Sangria Soul is like it's a tech service that I started, but I be sending niggas nothing but R&B joints, like new R&B, old R&B, and like
just some fire tracks,
and just giving just digging in the crates of that R&B bag and the new R&B joints. But I gotta start doing that with the hip hop joints too, to be fair, because I love hip hop, and can't have one without the other. Feel me?
Thank God for rap, man.
For sure.
Thank God for hip hop.
Thank God for you.
Way home.
Watching. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all. That's it, man. I ain't got nothing else. Anybody got something?
I want to see more R&B groups again, bro. And with that being said, I can't wait to see what YEERRR sons do when they get their own.
Okay.
Like when they get their
one more.
When they get their chance to just like be them, because I know Mary is molding them right now. And and Nathan Morris is also like their vocal coach. I saw a couple of videos with them.
You mean their uncle?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like from Boyz II Men.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
There was a video when they were singing and he was just there on some like, all right, so, come on, Rocco, you playing. He's always the one to get on his nerves.
Yeah, that's unfair.
But then it's like they've done a lot of joints where they've redid songs. Like they redid Please Don't Go, and they redid Alone With You by Tevin Campbell, which was fire. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I feel like they're gonna bring back groups, like young groups, because the boys can sing their asses off, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Word. talking about R&B and shit.
Oh.
I'm waiting for this nigga Slyy to drop some shit to me. I like Slyy Cooper a lot. You know what I'm saying?
No, we're not
because
going there.
Slyy, you know what I mean?
We're not going there. We're not going there. What I did want to say.
Oh, he's here. I'm sorry.
What I did want to say, because I got mad, was them clips of 21 explaining like
the snitch thing.
No, I don't care about that. Like, whatever, street shit. I don't. You way outside the street, bro. You make millions of dollars. Like, But it's the hip hop perspectives of certain things. Shout outs to Big Bank and them too with the pod. That shit. It was a great episode. Don't get me wrong. It was, and I'm not like a hater of 21 or anything. I just didn't like that he was the first angle with the Kendrick joint. Yeah. The Kendrick angle was like where he's like, oh, Drake was gonna lose no matter what. What do you got to win from? Yo, rap is a sport. I'm a rapper myself. I know you a rapper, and to me, what you're signaling, bro, is that you a commercial rapper. You do this to make money. You might like the art form, but you do it to make money. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't make money from it. It ain't. Right. But that ain't what. I wasn't 6, nigga, and I heard Biggie, and I was like, ooh, I can make. No, I heard him rap a certain way, and I was like, damn, I want to be ill with words like that. That's what most people still feel. They want to be ill with words in a sense. Kendrick came from it from the aspect, I want to be ill with words so much that I get yo fans. So don't be out here saying like, oh, damn, my fault. Notifications on the laptop. But don't be out here saying like, yo, it don't, like, oh, Drake, I told Drake not to do it because like you already on top, you already da-da-da, and like Kendrick need that. He didn't say that verbatim, like Kendrick need that, but it was like on the sense of like, yo, you already number one and da-da-da-da, and trying to insinuate that like the battle made Kendrick bigger. It's like, yo, bro, Kendrick
I cannot stand that take.
Big. He was like, he's already the thing. It's just two different sides of a thing. Now, you saying, what happens if Drake does win? They can't be no 1.1. It's like, yo, bro, that's not even the point.
And that's not even true, because if Kendrick would have got washed by Drake,
it's solidified. Drake. It's solidified that like, all right, you're the greatest of all time.
And not for nothing, people hold Kendrick such a high standard as a lyricist and as like a rapper that if he would have lost, his stock would have plummeted.
Yeah, exactly.
He wouldn't have been able to
5 hours ago.
He wouldn't have been able to say nothing. Like, nigga, you just like how Kendrick would have been treated the way niggas are treating J. Cole.
Yeah.
Nigga, you can't hop out there and say nothing.
Worse, because they already treated Kendrick. Kendrick was the underdog.
Yeah,
for sure. And he said that in the thing too, like, oh, everybody's gonna want to vote for the underdog, and it's like, yo, bro,
you know how many people wanted Kendrick to lose?
Yo, I'm like, yo, bro, you're somebody that probably wanted Kendrick to lose. Or
say that shit, man.
We saw the clip. We saw the clip with the Atlanta homie, shout out Nav Green and all them, where they was just
I hated that shit.
But
wait, you talking about another video?
No, I'm talking about the clip where they just like, yo, like nobody want to hear that type of rap and da da da. So those are people that those are people that are like, well, we not expecting Kendrick to win, da da da. So it's just my whole thing with the 21 thing is just like, yo, because he mentioned like, oh, you know, like I don't care about lyrics and rap and all that. Kendrick really care about all that shit. He passionate about that. It's like, yo, bro, because rap is an art form that can also be a sport, bro.
Right, and
it comes from competition.
Exactly.
DJs going head to head before rappers. Rappers being like, "Yo, I'm the best looking guy in the room to be," and like it started from that.
Exactly.
Like,
it's very braggadocious and boastful. And honestly, that thought process is why motherfuckers like, not to call you motherfuckers on some negative shit, but just people like get on the Jim Jones podcast and say shit like that about hip hop.
Yeah,
because you have somebody like Kendrick, Most, Common, Nas, all these people who love the J. Cole, like the lyrics, and want to give you something more than just shake your ass. We're gonna do both.
Yeah.
But then 21 is like, nah. He's selling his stories and everything like that.
You just gotta put on the shake your ass and da 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 because that shit is cool and it's gonna make the bread, like, you know,
right. And I don't even know if that's his thought process, but that's what
that's what it comes off.
That's what it comes off. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now people are like, see.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
Yeah. So that had me a little hot, man. And you know, the album is still knocking. His new album is still fire.
Knocking. Shout out to 21, man. Shout out to 21.
It's just fire. Those views, man. Sometimes I think that's where them divides come from with the views. Whether we talking like New York, the South, it'd be like the things that, and what gets lost in the middle is these core dope artists that are changing the game and da da da. So you create those distinctions and then those narratives of like hip hop is dead and da da da. But it's because you just so focused on it commercially, bro. Like, nah, let the art form be the art form. You can't tell Drake, because Drake loved the art form.
Right.
Drake loved the art form.
Right.
So what you trying to tell him? Like, yo, don't do it, bro. It ain't gonna be good for your stock. Like, that's basically what you told him. Like, don't do it. It ain't good for your stock. It's like, nah, Drake wanted to do that. These two been at it head to head for years. So it's like, yo, thank God for rap. Keep rap going.
God for rap. Keep rapping.
Keep hip hop going. Keep
hip hop going. Keep tapping radio going. And on that note, I ain't got nothing to say, man. Once again, I'm DJ Soulaah.
It's your boy DJ Riggamortis.
And as always, the guy in the chair.
Slyy Cooper Stein.
And this has been
TapIn
Radio.
Please like, share, subscribe.
Share, subscribe,
Love
comment. Love y'all. Peace.